Hi guys, my name is Joshua Cortez, and for my service learning project, I decided to help my local Volunteers of America chapter or organization. I'm sure maybe you've seen it around somewhere. They help around 2 million people here in the US every year, so they're very active. What they do is they accept a lot of car donations for funding, as you might have seen ads for that. And with that money, they help the homeless, they help the elderly with low income, they help low income families, they help with food banks, and they also do a lot of work with drug addicts or people recovering from drug addiction or people that were just incarcerated with either like halfway homes or affordable housing or facilitating them getting their own place. So they do a lot of good around the community. It was good to learn about everything that they do. But the part that I helped out with was with the local food bank. It actually happened to just be a couple of blocks away from the school that I go to. I go to WSU North Puget Sound, and it was just a couple of blocks away. Every time that I would go to school, or sometimes I'd just see a line of people outside of the Volunteers of America, and I knew that they did volunteer work, but I wasn't quite sure what they did. So this definitely opened up the doors for me to go and actually see what they did. So I helped out at the food bank. It's for low income families or for the elderly. People just go in and they can take groceries for a week, a month, whatever they need, as much as they can take, really. And it's really, really a good help for the community around here. And what I helped out with personally was I showed up before they even opened. I helped Tanya, the director, load and unload some carts, helped her stock shelves, clean up a little bit before they opened. But one of the main things that I did was I helped go through a lot of the donations and see if they were still good to give away. Something that I learned is, the expiration date on food is not necessarily one when the food is not healthy to eat. It's just simply a suggested date of until it's the best. So donated food, even expired, is still edible. So that's something I learned. I didn't know that before. So I just kind of helped sort through everything and see what was still good to give. Once the doors opened and there was other volunteers doing that work, I donned on a bright orange vest and I would take the shopping carts loaded with food out to the customers' cars and help them unload, since a lot of them were handicapped, or since a lot of them were elderly, and it was just really nice to go a step further. We're not just giving you this stuff; we also want to help you get it into your car so you can get home and everything like that. So that was definitely nice. For the most part, I just took it to their parking spot and loaded up their car. But there was a couple of ladies that were disabled, and they asked me if I could help them take it to their house, which was only a couple of blocks away, or their apartment. And I just asked the organizers, and they said that it was fine, And so that was really nice to just be able to go, like I said, that extra step to help people out. So it was definitely a very good experience. I learned a lot, and I was able to help people. But I did see a couple of organizational problems that they had there, I guess you could say. It's a volunteer organization, so it's very difficult to get consistent help. Obviously, you get one group, they come in and they try to do their best to help, but then the next week, it's a different group that's coming in and they have to relearn, okay, what are we doing? So you have to constantly be teaching people how to do things. So that was definitely a difficulty there. But also, like, there was a lot of people volunteering, which is great, but they didn't have a very good structure as far as everyone knowing what they have to do, what they can do to maximize it. So there was definitely a lot of people that felt like they weren't being used very well. And I feel like that kind of reflects what our managerial book talked about, about people wanting to have a feeling of their job is important, that they're making a difference. And I think for a lot of people, they didn't quite feel that way, just because there's not that good organizational structure. But like I said, this is This is a volunteer organization, so that's something that, us students in managerial class can definitely help out with, I think, and use the skills that we've learned to help out more than just going in and helping unload groceries and stuff like that. So the organization has my information, and I've already told them that I'd love to volunteer again, just give a little bit back. So hopefully I'll be hearing from them again and maybe doing some volunteers. So this was a pretty good learning project as far as just opening my life to new experiences and being able to use some of my time to help other people. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and hope your service learning experience went really well too.